Okay, so this is 8263 Bryn Mawr. Alright, now I've been here about 10 minutes. I haven't heard a train come by yet. It's a nice quiet neighborhood. You're not that far off of Route 38, and there's not much noise coming from that. But you can see in the background at the top of that hill, that straight metal rail, that's a train track. So just FYI. Roof on this has limited lifespan left. I'm going to say under 5 years. You are looking at some rotting wood here on the sill. At the very least, it needs a paint job. So the seller would need to address that for a VA loan. I am going to take us inside, and then I'll walk around the property at the end of this. Because it is raining, I don't want to muck up their house. So it's got really nice flooring. There's a little bit of a smell in here. I can't quite place it as to what it is, but it's got really nice cherry wood flooring. Could be brightened up by a little bit of paint. Got a nice open concept kitchen here. That you know, it's good. I would keep the cabinets. I might replace the countertop at some point. Really nice deck. I like that deck, and you know, so the main floor is nice. It's got a family room. The carpet has seen better days, and that's a trend throughout the house. But with a good clean, and actually you could tighten this carpet up yourself. You just need a kick. You can do that. This one, like the other one, has some challenges with staining on the carpet. I think they have dogs, but it's not too bad. There's actually a little creek out back, which is cool. They do have a lot of decking in this property, so we'll do that at the very end. As far as the rest of the layout, laundry room is here. Now, off this way, this is the entryway. There's a small door over here, brings you into this space, the laundry room, which also has a small little half bath. And then you do have the garage out here. It's a small garage. You're going to get one car in here, and that's about it. They gave up a lot of what would have been the garage space when they made this into a laundry room. So just you're going to lose some space there, but you gain it in here in terms of a functional laundry space. I'll get this light in here. Whoops. Let's turn that off. We'll head on through this way. You've seen the downstairs. I'll take you upstairs real quick. Carpets, like I said, have seen better days. They're all worn, somewhat mismatched. There's no real good attic space with this one, but that's okay because you got a full basement. The windows, for the most part, are original, but they're in good shape. Closet space, you know, you got your standard usable slider closets. Same thing going on here. Got the train going back there. Train theme, right? And this would be your master. Now, your master does have a ensuite bath, okay, which is kind of dated. And you get a look in there, get a look in here, and out here. It also has what was trendy for a while is a second sink for shaving or what have you. It's got one walk-in closet. It's not really big, but it does have the closet ensuite. You got a linen closet over here. It's going to be cabinet depth. Then here's the other bathroom, and it's just got a bath, you know, bath fitter type insert in there. Go ahead and hit these lights here. We'll head on down to the basement, and then we'll go out to the yard. Hopefully we'll catch a train coming through. So the basement's unfinished, and at some point in its history, actually installed some support members on the outside of the house. There must have been a concern about this wall heaving out for one reason or another. But the good news is the supports are actually pre-installed, so it's got structural supports added. It's 200 amp service coming in. You do have a Bilco door going out back, which is good. For whatever reason, they're using natural gas to heat, but an electric water heater. I think the reason being is this looks relatively new. I'm going to guess they just put it in. I don't see a manufacture date on it. But they're cheaper to install, so that's probably where that came from. But yeah, you have natural gas coming in for heat. Relatively new unit, good shape. Basement's dry. Feels for the most part dry. I like to see a dehumidifier in basement spaces just because they get humid, but it is pretty dry. There's a French drain around this, which is good. It'll keep everything from getting wet. But houses with basements have storage, which is a good thing. And get all these lights. So again, my main concern is that drain out back, and there's no fencing by it. So from a safety standpoint, you got little ones, something you really gotta pay mind to. Let's hit their kitchen lights as well. We will lock this up for these guys. See, it's started to rain pretty heavy. So, in terms of the rest of the yard, sorry about spinning you around like that. In terms of the rest of the yard, it is fenced in, which is good. You can see it kind of got a little pavilion over here, goes down into the creek. We'll zoop around the other side and try and get in through the gate. Considering where it is relatively quiet, which is good. The backyard has seen better days. I don't think it's been mowed in a very long time. But again, it is fenced in. You have a rather extensive deck. And then on a rainy day like this, you can hang out underneath and stay dry, which is kind of neat. I'm a little surprised they didn't actually set up. And I didn't look in here yet, so we're going to take a look and see what this is. I don't know what's going on here. There's a fence. Oh, there's the gate. They got a latch there. I guess this is what they're using is essentially a shed. Give me a second. So there's this thing in the way. So this is pretty much their underneath storage. So it's basically a shed. To keep stuff somewhat dry. So Anyway, I was hoping to have a train come by. I didn't check the train schedule, but they're about every half hour at this point of day. So, but again, you can see the track from here. That's how close it is, and that's just in terms of distance. That's about 150 feet, if that, from your back fence. So that is, again, is going to contribute some noise, and with little ones, a little bit of a safety concern, which is what you have to think of for resale. You know, so basically and trust me, as a kid I'd be down in this creek. Would absolutely be in this creek. So anyway, it's this is it. This is the whole thing.